we are asked to choose between a disturbing truth and a comfortable lie, what will we choose? If we will just focus on the idea, then definitely we will choose the disturbing truth. Kung papipiliin lang tayo ng kasinungalingan at katotohanan, madaling piliin yung katotohanan. Hindi natin pipiliin yung kasinungalingan. Kung iniisip lang natin na yung totoo yung makukuha natin. Sino ba sa atin yung gustong maloko? Kaya kahit papano, iiwasan ng kasinungalingan, pipiliin natin yung katotohanan. But if we will just leave it on the level of ideas, then it will be easy for us to choose what is true, what is factual, what is genuine. But realistically speaking, that is not the case. We may be presented with what is true and with what is not true, but most of the time, we do not choose what is true. We do not choose what is factual. We do not choose what is genuine. Because in reality, we choose what is comfortable to hear, what is comfortable for our ears, what is comfortable rather than choosing what is disturbing for us. Mas madaling tanggapin kung magandang pakinggan. Kung yung katotohanan hindi magandang pakinggan, hindi natin pipiliin yan. Halimbawa, masakit pakinggan kapag napagsabihan tayo na ang taba-taba mo na. Pag matagal kayong hindi nagkita ng magkakaibigan, tapos kinamusta ka at nakita ka at sinabihan kang, ang taba mo na. Hindi madaling tanggapin yung katotohanan na iyon. Kaya nga mas madali siguro kapag kinamusta ka, kamusta ka na? Unahan mo na, ito mataba pa rin. Hindi madaling tanggapin kung ano yung totoo. Minsan ayaw nating pag-usapan dahil masakit matanggap kung ano yung totoo. O di kaya, mahirap din tanggapin yung katotohanan na lahat tayo dumadaan sa pagtanda. May mga bagay na hindi na natin kayang gawin ngayon na kaya natin gawin dati. Kaya kapag pinagsabihan tayo, wag mo nang gawin yan, ipaubaya mo na sa mas bata. Anong sasabihin? O kaya anong naririnig natin? Kalabaw lang ang tumatanda. Ayaw nating tanggapin yung isang katotohanan na ibinibigay o ipinaparinig sa atin. We would choose to believe the uncomfortable lie rather than accepting and facing the disturbing truth. And that was the reality that Jeremiah was facing in our first reading. Here is a prophet proclaiming God's message, proclaiming the truth, but the people did not want to hear the truth. For them, that was not the truth. For them, it was not the message of God. For them, Jeremiah was not proclaiming something that was authentic. For them, they see Jeremiah as someone who would want to destabilize them, someone who would want to demoralize them. He was even suspected of not being interested in the welfare of the people, but in their ruin. Yun ang sinasabi sa kanya. Walang katotohanan yung kanyang mga sinasabi. Hindi mensahe yan ng Diyos. Dahil ang iniisip lang niya yung kapahamakan ng bayan. Hindi kung ano yung mas nakabubuti, kung ano yung tingin nila o kaya yung pinaniniwalaan nilang mas nakakabuti. But in reality, Jeremiah was proclaiming something that was for their welfare and not for their ruin. Ano lang ba yung mensahe ni Jeremias dun sa ating unang pagbasa? Magbalik loob kayo sa Diyos. Ito yung kasunduan ninyo sa Diyos, pero nakalimutan nyo na. It was not for their ruin. Why? Because the moment that they turned away from God, it was the start of the ruin of the people of Israel. And this is also what we hear in our gospel. It may seem ironic to hear about divisions coming from Jesus. But truth of the matter is, it is because of our choices that make us divided. It is either we choose Jesus, it is either we choose the truth, either we choose what comes from God, or we choose otherwise. Pag sinabi nating pinipili natin ng Diyos, madaling isipin kapag pangalan lang ng Diyos yung pinag-uusapan, o kaya kapag nakita lang natin na Diyos yung nakalagay doon. Pero kapag nakita na natin yung mga nakadikit na hamon doon, yung mga kadikit na responsibilidad, para bang madali nang mag-alinlangan. The moment we see the demands and responsibilities that are attached in choosing and following Jesus, do we still hold on to that option? Or do we look for other comfortable options? We become divided not necessarily because of Jesus, but because of our own choices. We tend to choose the comfortable lie rather than the disturbing truth. And when we see people choosing the disturbing truth, all the more we say that these are the ones who are against us. Kapag hindi pinapanigan kung ano yung magandang pakinggan para sa atin, pakiramdam natin sila na yung mga kaaway natin. Pakiramdam natin sila na yung mga hindi natin kakampi. Dahil mas pinipili nila kung ano yung mga nakakabagabag na katotohanan kesa kung ano yung katanggap-tanggap na kasinungalingan. And this is what our second reading would remind us. We are already surrounded by a lot of witnesses who have testified or have witnessed to the faith that we have received from Jesus. Marami na hong nagpatotoo. Pero ang tanong, pinapanigan din man natin yung mga naninindigan sa katotohanan? Pinapanigan ba natin yung mga naninindigan para sa Diyos? O mas pipiliin pa rin natin yung nagbibigay ng hayahay na pamumuhay? What will we choose? The disturbing truth or the comfortable lie? Whom will we choose? Those who have chosen God, or those who stand up for God, or those who would want to silence the truth? If we make the wrong choices, then we could expect the division that Jesus will bring. But hopefully, we will not find ourselves at the wrong side of the fence.